Joe Dispenza discovered a technique that can speed up any manifestation in minutes, and you can do it right now wherever you are. It's not meditation, it's not traditional visualization, it's nothing that takes hours to work. It's something he uses personally every day, but few people know how to do it correctly. If you're tired of manifestation techniques that take months to show results, if you want to discover how to manifest fast using a method that works in minutes, not years, then you've come to the right place. In the next 25 minutes, I'm going to reveal exactly what you need to do to manifest at the speed Joe Dispenza achieves. I'm going to show you today isn't pretty theory about positive thinking. It's the fastest method that exists to reprogram your mind and start seeing results today. A technique so simple, you'll wonder why nobody taught you this before. So powerful it can change your reality in minutes, not months. And if you feel ready to discover how to truly manifest fast, connect with our energy here. Subscribe to the channel now and leave a comment with one word: fast. Because what I'm going to teach you goes against everything you've learned about slow and complicated manifestation. Jessica, a 36-year-old dentist from Phoenix, Arizona, came to me after 8 years working as an associate. She was making good money, $115,000 a year, but felt like she was wasting her life. She dreamed of having her own clinic, but every time she thought about taking the step, something completely paralyzed her. "I've tried everything," she told me in a consultation: visualization, affirmations, vision boards, but nothing happens fast enough. When will I see results? In 10 years? Jessica is a real client who authorized me to share her journey using a pseudonym to protect her privacy. That frustration she felt is exactly what most people face. They want to manifest fast, but only find techniques that promise results someday, if you have patience and if you believe for years. But Joe Dispenza discovered something completely different. He discovered how to dramatically speed up the process. That's when I asked something that changed everything. "Jessica, when you're alone in the car, in the shower, talking to yourself, what kind of conversation do you have? When nobody's listening, what words come out of your mouth?" The silence that followed said everything. She lowered her head and whispered, "Horrible words. I treat myself in a way I would never treat another person." And that's when I knew exactly which technique would impressively speed up her manifestation. Because that's exactly where the secret lies that Joe Dispenza discovered for manifesting fast. It's not what you say to the universe that matters. It's not the little prayers you say before bed. It's how you can reprogram your internal conversation in minutes and see immediate results. I'm going to tell you something that will shock you about why your manifestations take so long. Your mind processes 11 million pieces of information per second, but you can only pay attention to 40. That means 99.9% of your reality is being created on autopilot, by programs running in your head without you even knowing. And these programs are creating slowness, resistance, blocks. Joe Dispenza discovered that there's a specific moment where you can reprogram these automatic programs in minutes, not months. A moment where your brain becomes so receptive it can't tell the difference between something real and something imagined. A moment where every word you speak is instantly recorded as new reality. And when you access this moment correctly, manifestation speeds up dramatically. But before I reveal how to access this special moment, let me tell you a personal secret about manifestation speed. The first time someone told me it was possible to manifest fast, I laughed in their face. I thought, come on, what nonsense is this? Everyone knows manifestation takes time. I was completely wrong. Fatten interrupt. Actually, funny thing, my mum always said talking to yourself was crazy. If she knew this would speed up my manifestation absurdly, she'd probably say, "I told you so." And that's when I discovered that manifestation speed doesn't depend on the universe. It depends on how fast you can reprogram your internal identity. And there's a specific way to do this in minutes that most people don't know. Now you must be wondering, how exactly do you speed up manifestation? Where do you access this special state? What's the secret Joe Dispenza uses? Hold on, I'm going to reveal everything in detail. But first I need to explain why your current manifestations are slow, because when you understand the why of slowness, the how to speed up will make much more sense. When you learn to access this special state the way I'm going to teach you, something incredible happens in your brain. You activate special cells called mirror neurons at high speed. These neurons are kind of silly. They don't know the difference between something real and something you quickly program with vivid details. That's why when you watch an action movie, your heart races as if the danger were real. That's why when you see someone getting hurt, you automatically make a pain face. Your mirror neurons are processing that at high speed, as if it were your experience. And here's the secret Joe Dispenza discovered for manifesting fast. When you combine this special state with 3 specific elements: rapid visual stimulation, intense auditory, and deep emotional, you create what scientists call accelerated neural installation. Your brain records that as a real memory in minutes, not months. This explains why some people manifest fast, while others take years. Fast people know how to access this state of accelerated programming. Slow people keep trying methods that take forever to access the subconscious. And here's what most people do wrong when trying to manifest fast. They make 3 mistakes that make everything slow. First mistake, they use slow techniques. Second mistake, they don't know how to speed up access to the subconscious. Third mistake, they don't know the right moment for rapid programming. Let me explain each one. Pattern interrupt. Want to know what the first mistake I made trying to speed up manifestation was? I thought it was just repeating affirmations faster, like I'd say, "I am rich" 50 times in 1 minute. Result? 0 acceleration, just a headache. First mistake, confusing speed with quickness. Speed is doing the same thing faster. Quickness is doing different things that accelerate the result. Joe Dispenza discovered it's not about repeating faster. It's about accessing deeper layers of the mind directly. Second mistake, not knowing when the brain is most receptive for accelerated programming. Most people try to manifest when the mind is agitated, when there are 1,000 distractions. But there's a specific state where the brain naturally becomes 10 times more receptive. Third mistake, using language that creates slowness instead of acceleration. When you say "I will achieve," you program slowness. When you say "I already have," you program speed. The difference is dramatic in result speed. Jessica discovered this when I taught her exactly how to accelerate manifestation using the method I'm about to reveal. For 7 weeks, she applied this acceleration technique for just 5 minutes in the morning and 5 minutes at night. The speed difference was impressive. Pattern interrupt. You know what's funny? In the 3rd week, Jessica called me and said, "This is working too fast. I'm afraid I'm imagining it." She wasn't imagining it. It was the technique working at real speed. I explained to her that this feeling of too fast was normal when you finally access the correct method. "Jessica," I said, "slow manifestation isn't natural. Fast manifestation is the natural state when you remove the blocks." And in the 8th week, the proof came at a speed she had never experienced. A client who had known her for 3 years, a local investor, made a proposal that materialized exactly what she had been programming, a 60-40 partnership to open the clinic of her dreams. It was like the universe had finally understood my urgency, she told me. Years trying slow techniques, and in 8 weeks using the right method, everything aligned perfectly. And now comes the moment you've been waiting for. It's time for me to reveal exactly what method Joe Dispenza uses to manifest fast. How to access this state of accelerated programming. What to do exactly to see results in minutes, not months. Are you ready to discover how to truly manifest fast? It's something you have in your house right now, something you use at least twice a day, something so common you never imagined it could have so much power. It's the mirror. Pattern interrupt. I know. You're probably thinking, seriously, that's it? Yes, that's it. But wait until you discover how to use it. That's right. That mirror, where you brush your teeth, where you get ready, where you rush by every day, can be the key to transforming your entire life. Joe Dispenza discovered that when you look directly into your own eyes, not at your face, but directly into your pupils, and speak something with intention, you create the most powerful experience that exists. You're not just repeating words in the air. You're creating an experience where your brain thinks that what you're saying is already your reality. It's like you're simultaneously the main actor, the director, and the audience of your own transformation. When you look into your eyes and declare your new reality, you combine three powerful stimuli. Visual, you see yourself. Auditory, you hear your own voice. And emotional, you feel the truth of what you're saying. This combination creates the exact moment when an experience becomes a permanent memory recorded in your brain. Your brain records that as a real memory, as if it had already happened in your life multiple times. And when your subconscious mind believes something has already happened several times, it organizes your entire life so that continues to be true. Now you understand why Jessica had such fast results. Why in just 8 weeks her life changed completely, because she wasn't just trying to manifest like most people do. She was literally installing a new version of herself directly into her mind's hard drive. But there are still many more secrets I need to reveal. Joe Dispenza discovered that there are specific phrases, exact words, that work much better than others. He discovered there's a specific order to speak these words. He discovered there's even a posture that enhances the results. I'm going to teach you now the exact protocol Jessica used. First, the preparation. Joe Dispenza always says, you can't create a new future with an old mind, and the old mind is always agitated, always distracted, always on autopilot of worries. For this technique to really work, you first need to enter what I call sacred mode. It's a state where you're 100% present, 100% focused, 100% connected with yourself. No external distractions, no mental conversations about yesterday or tomorrow. First step, you stop everything you're doing, literally everything. Turn off your phone, put it on airplane mode, or better yet, leave it in another room. Close the door. If there are other people at home, let them know you need 5 minutes. This simple act already sends a powerful signal to your subconscious mind. Something important is going to happen. Second step, you go to the mirror and position yourself to see at least from waist up. It doesn't need to be a giant mirror, but it needs to be big enough for you to see yourself well. If you wear glasses, put them on. If your contacts are dry, use eye drops. You need to be able to look directly into your eyes without effort. Third step, you fix your posture. Shoulders back, straight spine, open chest, chin parallel to the floor. It's not a soldier's posture. It's the posture of someone who respects themselves. Your physical posture directly influences your emotional state. When you position yourself like someone powerful, your brain starts to feel powerful. Fourth step, you breathe consciously. Not just any breathing, but a specific pattern Joe Dispenza uses to change brain waves. 3 deep breaths. On the first, you imagine you're breathing golden light and release all the day's tensions. On the second, you breathe peace and release all worries. On the third, you breathe self-love and release all self-criticism. After these 3 breaths, your nervous system automatically changes from stressed to relaxed. Your brain goes from agitated mode to receptive mode. And it's in this specific state that deep reprogramming can happen. Fifth step, you look directly into your own eyes, not at your whole face, not at your nose, but directly into your pupils, as if you were looking through the window of your soul. At first, it might be uncomfortable. It might generate unexpected emotions. That's normal. Continue. This emotional intensity is exactly what shows you're accessing deep parts of yourself. And now, we come to the most important moment. What exactly you're going to say. Joe Dispenza discovered there's a specific structure of phrases that works much better than generic phrases. This structure combines recognition of who you are, affirmation that you deserve, and programming of your future reality. For the morning session, right after waking up, you'll use day activation phrases. Looking directly into your eyes, with a clear and loving voice, you say, "Good morning, your name. You are an extraordinary person. You deserve all the good things coming to you today. The universe is working in your favor at this exact moment. You are wealthy, you are loved, you are capable of achieving anything." Then you specifically program the day. Today you will act with confidence. Today you will make wise decisions. Today you will attract perfect opportunities. Wonderful people will appear in your path. Positive situations will align perfectly for you. For the night session, before sleeping, you'll use gratitude and sleep programming phrases. Thank you to your name. for this incredible day. You made wise decisions today. You acted with courage today. You deserve to celebrate every victory you achieved today. And then you program your mind's nighttime work. While you sleep, your mind is organizing everything for your good. While you rest, new opportunities are being prepared. While you dream, the universe is aligning people and situations to fulfill your desires. You will wake up tomorrow even stronger, even wiser. Pattern interrupt. Important tip: don't be scared if you cry the first few times. I cried. Jessica cried. It's normal. It means you're healing parts of yourself that have been hurt for years. But here's the secret that makes all the difference. It's not just what you say, it's how you feel while saying it. If you speak the right words but feel skeptical or forced, the subconscious mind will reject everything. But if you can feel, even for a few seconds, the emotional truth of what you're saying, something powerful happens. The secret is to start with phrases you can believe at least a little bit and gradually expand. If you've been unemployed for months, it might be hard to immediately believe, I am a successful professional. But you can start with, I am a capable person, or I have valuable talents. As these truths solidify, you can expand to bigger affirmations. Want to know what happens when you do this practice every day for 21 days? Something Joe Dispenza discovered, but few understand the depth of. You completely stop being a person who's trying to manifest something. You become a person who manifests naturally, automatically, effortlessly. Your fundamental identity changes. That's why some people seem to have natural luck. That's why some people always land on their feet. It's not luck, it's solidified identity. It's aligned mental programming. It's the result of years, consciously or unconsciously, of positive internal conversations. But most people do exactly the opposite. They spend years reinforcing limiting identities through destructive internal conversations. I never have luck. Nothing works out for me. I always choose wrong. And then they wonder why life doesn't change. The mirror breaks this cycle because it creates a moment of direct confrontation with who you are now and offers the chance to consciously install a new version of yourself. It's like you're the programmer of your own mental software, deleting files that no longer serve and installing new programs. And here's something that will greatly accelerate your results. After a few days of basic practice, you can start including specific visualizations. While you look into your eyes and speak your phrases, imagine detailed scenes of the life you want to live. See yourself working in your dream job. See yourself living in the ideal house. See yourself relating to wonderful people. But don't imagine like you're watching a movie. Imagine as if you were living those scenes. Feel the emotions you would feel. Hear the sounds you would hear. Notice the smells, textures, sensations. The more detailed your visualization, the more real it becomes to your subconscious mind. And here's an advanced technique few people know. After establishing your basic mirror practice, you can start including what Joe Dispenza calls direct commands. These are specific instructions you give to your subconscious mind about how to reorganize your reality. For example, instead of just saying, I am wealthy, you can be more specific. My subconscious mind is now organizing all the circumstances of my life, so I receive $10,000 extra this month in honest and joyful ways. Or instead of I am loved, you can say, my mind is magnetizing the perfect person for a healthy relationship with me. These commands work because your subconscious mind operates like a super sophisticated computer. When you give clear instructions, it starts processing millions of variables, opportunities you didn't see, connections you didn't make, possibilities you didn't consider, to execute your commands. But remember, be specific about what you want, but detach from how and when it will come. Trust the process. Trust your subconscious mind's intelligence to find the most perfect paths to fulfill your desires. Pattern interrupt. You know what's funny? The investor who became Jessica's partner had a much more advanced business idea than she did. If she had stayed stuck in her limited ideas, she would have missed an incredible opportunity. And now we come to a question I know is on your mind. How long does it take to work? The answer is, it depends. It depends on your consistency, your internal resistance, the size of what you're manifesting and how aligned you already are with your desires. But I've seen people having much faster results and others taking longer. What's important isn't speed, it's consistency. It's better to practice 3 minutes every day than 30 minutes once a week. Daily repetition is what creates new connections in the brain. And here's something that will greatly enhance your results. Combine the mirror technique with actions in the real world. Don't stay just in the mental world. When you feel internal urges to act, make a call, send a resume, talk to someone. Follow those urges. Often the universe is trying to guide you through your intuition, but you ignore the signs because you're waiting for manifestation to fall from the sky without your participation. The mirror technique aligns your internal energy, but you still need to take practical steps in the external world. And now I need to warn you about something important. Don't tell everyone what you're doing, at least in the beginning. Unfortunately, many people around you, even people who love you, might not understand or might mock your practice. They might project their own limitations onto you. Keep your practice as something sacred between you and yourself until you start seeing solid results. When your life starts changing visibly, when opportunities start appearing, then you can share your journey with those who are genuinely interested in growing too. Pattern interrupt. You know what happened when I told a friend about this technique? He said, "Dude, did you become a quantum coach now?" I laughed so hard I almost gave up. Good thing I didn't give up. And speaking of sharing, let me tell you about a wonderful side effect. As you start loving yourself more, treating yourself better, speaking to yourself with more kindness, you automatically start treating other people the same way. Your relationships improve. Your leadership ability grows. Your presence becomes more magnetic. When you change the conversation you have with yourself, you change all the other conversations in your life. It's impossible to truly love yourself and continue accepting toxic relationships, jobs that drain your energy, or situations that diminish your shine. This is one of the deepest transformations the mirror technique provides. It doesn't just improve your ability to manifest external things, it completely transforms your relationship with yourself and, consequently, with the entire world around you. You don't need to believe it works to start. You don't need to understand all the scientific mechanisms involved. You don't need to feel deserving from day one. All you need is enough curiosity to commit to the practice for 21 days and observe what happens. Enough curiosity to look at yourself in the mirror for 3 minutes in the morning and 3 minutes at night. Enough curiosity to speak to yourself with the same love you would speak to your favorite person in the world. Enough curiosity to plant seeds of a new reality and trust the growth process. The technique works because your brain can't resist what is repeated every day with emotion and presence. When you look into your eyes every day and declare a new truth about yourself, with love, with conviction, with gratitude, something deep reorganizes within you. Old barriers start to dissolve. New possibilities start to emerge. And on the other side of these internal changes is the life you always knew deep in your heart you deserve to live. A life where you feel worthy of love, capable of success, deserving of abundance. A life where opportunities appear naturally because you became the type of person who attracts opportunities. A life where you no longer need to fight against yourself because you finally became your own best friend and greatest supporter. A life where every morning you wake up excited to discover what miracles the day will bring because you know you're aligned with the best version of yourself. And here's something that will move you. As you practice this technique, you'll notice it's not just your life that changes. The people around you also start to change, not because you're trying to change them, but because you became a living example of transformation. Your elevated energy inspires others to elevate their own energies. When you practice the mirror technique consistently, you don't just change your own life. You contribute to elevating humanity's collective vibration. Every person who heals, who loves themselves, who empowers themselves, makes it easier for other people to do the same. It's as if there's an invisible network connecting all of us, and when you increase your own inner light, you automatically help illuminate the path for others. Joe Dispenza calls this field coherence. When individuals elevate their own frequencies, they contribute to elevating the collective frequency. So when you practice this technique, know that you're not just transforming your own life, You're being part of a silent revolution of courageous people who chose to stop being victims of circumstances and become conscious creators of their own realities. You're joining thousands of people around the world who discovered that the power they were looking for out there was always within them, waiting to be activated through self-love and conscious reprogramming. And now, we've reached the most important moment of this entire journey we've taken together. It's time for you to stop being just a spectator of your own transformation and become its active protagonist. It's time for you to experience firsthand the transformative power of this technique. How about we try this together right now for the first time? Stop everything for a minute. Go to the nearest mirror. It can be the bathroom, bedroom, even your phone's front camera works to start. Don't worry if it's not perfect. The important thing is to begin. Look directly into your own eyes. It might be strange at first, but keep looking. Take 3 deep breaths, completely relaxing with each exhale. Feel your presence. Feel that you are here now, in this special moment of connection with yourself. Now, with all the sincerity and tenderness of your heart, say out loud, you don't need to shout, but it needs to be audible. Your name. I love you exactly as you are. You are an extraordinary person, worthy of all your dreams. The universe is conspiring in your favor at this exact moment, creating perfect opportunities for you. You have everything you need within you to create the life you desire. Say this just once, but say it feeling every word. Don't worry if it seems strange at first, if your voice trembles, if you get emotional. These are normal reactions from someone doing something deeply transformative for the first time. You just planted the first neural seed of your new reality. Take one more deep breath. Smile at yourself in the mirror. Thank yourself internally for having the courage to start this journey of self-love and transformation. And know that from today on, if you continue with this practice, your life will never be the same. How do you feel? You might feel a strange sensation. You might feel emotion. You might feel resistance. All these feelings are normal. What's important is that you had the courage to begin. And beginning is always the hardest part of any transformation. And so we reach the end of this transformative revelation. Or would it be the beginning of your new journey? Because everything I shared here today isn't just information for you to store in your mind. It's a practical key, scientifically tested, proven by thousands of people around the world, for you to open the door to your own transformation. Jessica today has her thriving dental clinic and trains other dentists in entrepreneurship. She always says the same thing. The real miracle wasn't external success. It was falling in love with who I am. It was discovering that I always had within me everything I was looking for out there. Pattern interrupt. And you know what the first thing she said when she opened her clinic was? Thank you, bathroom mirror. Everyone laughed, but she was serious. Your transformation journey doesn't need to be complicated, expensive, or time-consuming. It doesn't need endless therapy, special crystals, expensive spiritual retreats, or elaborate techniques. It just needs you, a mirror, and the courage to commit to 6 minutes daily of radical self-love and conscious reprogramming. The mirror is waiting for you. Your new identity is waiting to be activated. Your transformed life is waiting to manifest. All you need to do is take the first step. And that first step is simple. Look into your own eyes and start the most important conversation of your life. The conversation between you and the highest version of yourself. The conversation that will heal years of self-criticism and plant seeds of a new reality. The conversation that will transform you from someone who dreams of a better life to someone who lives a better life. If this revelation touched something deep in your heart, if you felt an internal awakening during this journey we took together, don't let this energy disperse into the world of daily distractions. Like this video now, not as an automatic gesture, but as a conscious yes to your own transformation, as a declaration that you're ready to stop being a spectator of your own life and become the director, screenwriter, and protagonist of your own success story. As a commitment to yourself that you'll give this technique a real chance to work in your life. In the comments, write just 2 words. I am. These 2 words carry the power of all transformation. They affirm your existence, your value, your unlimited capacity to become whoever you choose to be. And when you write "I am," know that you're joining a global community of courageous people. People who chose to stop being victims of circumstances and became conscious creators of their own realities. People who discovered that the power they were looking for out there was always within them, waiting to be activated through the mirror of self-compassion. Subscribe to the channel to continue receiving these practical keys of transformation. Because in the next video, I'm going to reveal the 17-second technique that Joe Dispenza developed to accelerate manifestations, something he uses personally but never taught in public lectures. A technique that can compress months of internal work into weeks of focused practice. A technique that combines the science of neuroplasticity with ancient spiritual wisdom in a way that can literally rewrite your reality in record time. And until then, remember this fundamental truth that can change your life starting today. You don't need to become someone special to deserve an extraordinary life. You just need to recognize, accept, and celebrate the someone special you already are. Go to that mirror, look into your eyes. Start the most important conversation of your life. Your new reality is waiting on the other side of your courage to truly love yourself. The universe believes in you. Now it's time for you to believe too. And remember, every morning you wake up is a new opportunity to choose who you want to be that day. Every night before sleeping is a new chance to program your dreams with the reality you want to create. And every look in the mirror is an invitation to fall a little more in love with the incredible person you're becoming. The mirror doesn't lie. It reflects exactly what you believe about yourself. Change the belief, change the reflection, change the reflection, change the life. It's that simple, it's that powerful, it's that transformative. Your journey begins now. Your extraordinary future begins with the next look in the mirror. And your new life begins the moment you choose to love yourself unconditionally, exactly as you are, while courageously walking toward who you're becoming. The power is in your hands. The mirror is waiting. Your transformation is just one "I love you" away.